Hello, my dear student. I'm your teacher. Myself, Dr. Samir Dey, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, JIS University, Kolkata, West Bengal, India. Today, I'll discuss one of the most important topic from matrix. Find eigenvalue and eigenvector of the following matrix. So this is the most important question. Okay. So you try to understand line by line. I always focus on the process. The matrix can be replaced, correct? Matrix can be replaced during exam time. But if I know the process, then there is no issue. Now try to understand process step by step. Okay, how to find eigenvalue and the corresponding eigenvector. Now start. So first you write down the given matrix is. What is your given matrix? A is equals to 2 4 3 1. Okay, so first part is over. Next you need to write A minus lambda I. What is lambda? Lambda is a constant. What is I? I is the identity matrix which is similar to A. So here you may write 2 4 3 1 minus lambda 1 0 0 1. So from here we may write 2 4 3 1 minus lambda 0 0 lambda. That means you multiply lambda with all elements. Lambda into 1 lambda, lambda into 0 0, lambda into 0 0, lambda into 1 1. That's it. Now you simplify it. That is coming 2 minus lambda, 2 minus lambda, 4 minus 0, 3 minus 0 and 1 minus lambda. Clear? 2 minus lambda, 4 minus 0, 3 minus 0, 1 minus lambda. So ultimately we have 2 minus lambda, 4, 3, 1 minus lambda. Okay. So next you write down the characteristic equation is the characteristic equation is, what is your characteristic equation? Determinant A minus lambda I equal to 0. This is very important. So please, you need to write not in box form is a determinant. If you write like box, then is a matrix, not determinant. So please make sure you are using determinant structure. This is not correct. This is the correct. So please, so that's why I have marked here triple star. That means this is the most important line. Okay, so I think it is clear. So now you need to write this one. So from here we can write in determinant form, that is your determinant 2 minus lambda 4, 2 minus lambda 4, 3, 3, 1 minus lambda equal to 0. So from here we may write 2 minus lambda, 1 minus lambda minus 12 equal to 0. So from here you may write 2 into 1 minus lambda minus lambda 1 minus lambda minus 12 equal to 0. So here it is coming 2 minus lambda plus lambda square minus 12 equal to 0. So if I simplify, it is coming lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 2 minus 12, that is minus 10 equal to 0. Okay, so basically this is the characteristic equation of the given matrix A in terms of lambda. So if we want to find eigenvalue, we need to simplify. Whatever the root we will get from this equation, these are known as eigenvalues. Okay, is it clear? So from the, I repeat once again, so this is the characteristic equation. The roots of the characteristic equations are known as eigenvalue. So that's why we need to solve it. So now you check, is it possible to use middle term factor? Is possible to use factor process? So 5 minus, yes you can. So lambda square minus 3 mm, 5 minus 2 lambda minus 10 equal to 0. Let's see. So lambda square minus 5 lambda plus 2 lambda minus 10 equal to 0. So from here we may write lambda common, lambda minus 5 plus 2 common, lambda minus 5 equal to 0. So from here you may write lambda minus 5 and lambda plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, so therefore you may write lambda minus 5 equals to 0 and lambda plus 2 equal to 0. So from here lambda is equals to 5, from here lambda is equals to minus 2. So you may write therefore eigen values are 5 and minus 2. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you how to find eigenvalue from a given matrix? Clear? So first you need to find characteristic equation of the given matrix. Then you need to solve it. Whatever the result you can see, there is a value you will get. These are called eigenvalues of the matrix, given matrix. Clear? Now we have two eigenvalues. Then we will get two different eigenvector. Now try to understand how to find eigenvector of the corresponding eigenvalue. Clear? Okay. Shall I move to the next slide? Okay. Now, so first you write down for lambda is equals to 5. So that means this calculation based on this. Okay. So here I have considered 5 at first. You may consider minus 2 at first. There is no issue. Same process. Okay. Now, so first you write down let capital X is equals to x1, x2 be an eigenvector for lambda is equals to 5 such that ax is equals to lambda ax equals to lambda x. So you know what is your a? What is your a? Anyone? Go back to your copy, please check. 2431. Okay, what is x? This. So please write here. So here you may write 2431. Then what is your x? Small x1, small x2. Please be careful. This should be capital X and this should be small. Okay, so please make sure. So here it is coming lambda x1, x2. So if I simplify, if I multiply, there are two matrices you want to multiply. It is coming 2x1 plus 4x2 from here 3x1 plus x2. And here it is coming, what is your lambda? What is your lambda? Lambda is equals to 5. So you need to write 5x1 and x2. Clear? So basically it is coming 5x1, 5x2. Clear? Is it clear? So here you need to write 5. So here we can skip one line, no problem. So here you need to write 5 and then no need to write this. So within a single line, no need to write again and again. So here you need to write 5x1, 5x2. Clear? So from here you may write 2x1 plus 4x2 is equals to 5x1 and 3x1 plus x2 is equals to 5x2. So from here we may write that is, if I transform this 2x1 minus 5, that is coming minus 3x1 plus 4x2 is equals to 0. And from here it is coming 3x1 x2 minus 5, that is 5 minus 4x2 is equals to 0. Now you can see, if you take minus sign from here, so both equations are coming same. Now you can see, basically both line, if I can take common from here, basically we are getting one equation, that is your 3x1 minus 4x2 is equals to 0. Okay, so then try to understand how to find its value. So ultimately you have 3x1 minus 4x2 is equals to 0. Please remember, if I have a x1 is equals to b x2, then we need to write x1 by x2 by this a b should be here and this a should be here. Along with the sign, we need to follow the same steps. So from here you may write 3x1 is equals to 4x2. So here you may write x1 by x2 by this 4 should be here and 3 should be here. Now you need to write k1. Why k1? Because already you know from the solution of a system of linear equation that here how many variables you have? Two variables, x1 and x2. How many equations you have? Only one equation. So already you know, if the number of variable is higher than the number of equation, then there exist multiple solution or many solution. So that's why we are writing k1. So from here you may write x by 4 is equals to k1. This imply x1 is equals to 4 k1 and x2 by 3 is equals to k1. So x2 is equals to 3k1. Therefore the eigen vector is x is equals to x1 x2 is equals to 3 no 4 4k1 3k2. You need to take common, k1 is common, it is coming 4 and 3, where k1 is a constant. Please don't forget to mention this, where k1 is a constant. This line is very important. Clear? So this is the process to find eigenvector for a particular eigenvalue. I think it is clear to all of you. Clear? Okay. Now we need to calculate the another eigenvalue you have. That is your, there are two eigenvalue you have, 5 and minus 2. So now right now we know the eigenvalue for eigenvector for 5. Now you write down for lambda is equals to 2. Okay. So please write down, let capital Y is equals to y1 y2 be the eigen vector for lambda is equals to how much? Lambda is equals to, oh sorry, minus 2. Lambda is equals to minus 2 such that such that ay is equals to lambda y. So what is your a? Already you know. What is your a? 2, 4, 3, 1. What is your y? y1, y2. What is your lambda? Minus 2, y1, y2. So if I can simplify, it is coming 2y1 plus 4y2, 3y1 plus y2. And from here it is coming minus 2y1 and minus 2y2. Okay, so from here you may write 2y1 plus 4y2 is equals to minus 2y1, 3y1 plus y2 is equals to minus 2y2. So if we can simplify further, it is coming 2y1 minus, then it is coming plus, that is 4y1 plus 4y2 is equals to 0. From the second, 3y1 plus y2 you have another minus 2 is coming, minus 2y2 is coming on the left, that is 3y2 is equals to 0. Now we can see, so here 4 is common, here 3 is common. If we take 3 or 4 is common, ultimately we have y1 plus y2 is equals to 0 and y1 plus y2 is equals to 0. Please check. If you take 4 from first equation, it is coming y1 plus y2 equals to 0, and second, if you take common 3 from here, it is coming y1 plus y2. So from here it is coming, ultimately you have a only one equation, that is your y1 plus y2 is equals to 0. Clear? Is it clear to all of you? Very simple. Just you have to follow the steps line by line. Is it clear? Now, so already have discussed, if it is a y1 is equals to b y2, then you need to write y1 by y2. Here it's b should be here and a should be here, cross multiplication including sign. So here we need to write y1 is equals to minus y2. So from here we may write y1 by y2 by. So this minus 1 should be minus 1 here, and here 1 should be here, is equals to k2. So already we have considered k1 with the previous eigenvalue. So now we are considering k2. Clear? And please make sure this portion must be there, please. So from here we may write y1 by minus 1 is equals to k2. So this implies y1 is equals to minus k2, and y2 by 1 is equals to k2. So here y2 is equals to k2. Okay, so therefore you write down the eigen vector is y is equals to y1 y2. So here you may write minus y1, sorry, minus k1 k2 and k2. So if I take common, k2 is common, so it is coming minus 1 and on. Don't forget where k2 is a constant. Clear? It's a very, very important information. Don't forget to mention. That is the solution of it. Suppose you have a doubt in which line. Very simple. Suppose here you want to transform y1 on the right side. There may be a chance. Suppose you want to transform, So our solution is over. Our solution is over. Suppose anyone, you have a lots of curiosity, if anyone wants to y1 on the right side, no problem. So y2 is equals to minus y1. Okay, so you need to write y2 y1. So this coefficient should be here and this should be here. Clear or not? Clear? Okay, same process. ay1 by2, y1 by b, y2 by a, cross multiplication. Y1 should be here and y2 should be here, then cross multiply. Same thing, y2 is here, y1 is here, cross multiply is equals to same k2. So from here you may write y2 is equals to minus k2 and y1 is equals to k2. So what will be the vector of it? Vector will be y1 y2 and it is coming minus plus k2 and minus k2. So if I take common, k2 is common, it is coming 1 and minus 1. Now there is some confusion among the students whether here minus 1 1 is coming and here it is coming 1 minus 1, whether both are correct or wrong. No tension my dear, because if I can take common from here minus, so minus k2 you may write minus 1 1. So k2 itself a constant, k2 itself a constant, minus k2 is another constant in place of minus k2, so we may write k3 minus 1 1. So ultimately your vector is coming exactly same minus 1 1. Okay, so sometime there may be a confusion among the student. If I consider this, we are getting this. Basically, whether you are considering this or previous, both are same because your minus will be adjusted with the constant. So there is no problem. Which one you are considering, you follow, you trust on your calculation. You should have some faith on your calculation. Just you have to follow the process. Whatever the result you will get, that will be the final result and that will be the correct result. Okay, very good. Now I am giving one question to you as a homework. Okay, please write down your homework. Every day after watching this video, everyone you should complete your homework. Without homework, it is very difficult to understand whether your knowledge is clear or not. Okay, whether your knowledge is clear or not. What about the matrix? So please write down your a is equals to, please write down, you try to find eigenvalue and eigenvector, eigenvalue and eigenvector of it. 5 4 1 2. 5 4 I find eigenvalues and eigenvector. Okay, don't forget it, huh? You have to solve it, okay, to check your knowledge is clear or not. Okay, thank you. If it is helpful, so please do subscribe my channel, as well as you should write some comments. If any part is clear to you, please write some comments on my video. It will help you a lot. It will give me the motivation. Okay, and you may share this information regarding the video as a video regarding the YouTube channel to your friends so that they can also get same benefit like you. Thank you everyone. Continue practice. Thank you.